to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Landry. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Working that left side now. Oh, what a cut! All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. North Texas really has it going on offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. This quarterback, part of their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Boise State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Burns. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got a man. It's Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Running into the open space. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here comes the heat. Just way off target and missed it.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Back to pass. fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. North Texas lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Broncos in the hurry-up.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Slithers into space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Mean Green after that last run. Why not go back to the well? Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. On the option. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Motion from the back. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. North Texas to the line with a mile and a half to go on third down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 4 over Louisville. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Back to pass. Completes it in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down, and his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the left. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Mean Green trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll run the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. North Texas in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's on target and complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grab near the marker. It's Roy. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
17, Boise State.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely DATQ Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Burns. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
from the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Snap to the back. Creates a little room. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. North Texas really has it going on offense. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try to get outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. North Texas will have to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback gets the 1st down. There he goes.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Direct snap. Got a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Look out, he's got room. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Wants to throw on first down. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much anymore. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The option look. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
North Texas, 31. Boise State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Burns. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Catch in the middle. It's Roy. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos are on the move. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 8 over Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They get through, and it's blocked. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw again. Finds his big tight end. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.